Alright, B's and G's, I want to give a special shout out to Dan Desilets. This is about the best I could do with a spoon. Bottom, I've got my 9.6% Russian Imperial Stout. On the top, I've got the Monterey Pale Ale. So this is the Monterey Stout. Not so good with names. Anyways, cheers to you, sir. Cheers. Interesting. I don't know if I could do this every week. Hi everyone, Happy New Year, Happy Homebrew Wednesday, cheers. Drinking up on my Monterey Pale Ale, still drinking very, very nice. The only reason this is not the supercharger is because I happened to pull from the wrong tap. This week, obviously we've been all a little bit busy with family and the holidays and things like that, but I did have time to do a few things down here in the brewery in the last couple days. One of the things I want to share with you this week is on the fermenter. I took some foam and basically went around on the outside and just built sort of an insulation jacket. I can't get my hands on the 14-gallon neoprene jacket, so I went ahead and used some foam to build my own. Let me go ahead and show you a little bit about that. Tonight's program is to take these hiking seat-in pads, right? You just put these on a log or on the ground, sit on them, they isolate your butt. But you know, the foam that they're made out of is great for insulating things like the fermentation chamber. So you can see I've already started down below. I've got the lower part of the conical done. Now it's just to fabricate it up for the rest of it. That's tonight's project. Okay, so here's the finished product on wrapping up the fermenter. Still have to work out some of the details about the seams. So I know I'm going to have seams on all 4 legs. And then basically what I'm going to need to do is when I want to take this jacket off, I'm just going to need to pull it all down. So I'm going to have some way to lift this thing up or just turn it upside down to take it off, and then also upside down to put it back on, and then fix up the seams. Probably using Velcro or something like that, so it'll be easy enough to come off, pull off, and pull back on. The other thing I'm going to do is put up some of these heating cables around inside of it, so that then I can maintain the temperature. Since here in my brewery it gets kind of cold during the winters, I'm going to want to go ahead and be able to maintain the temperature inside there about a nice 18 to 20 degrees Celsius. And the heating cables will allow me to do that. So that's what I have left to do. So beyond that, I also was able to make my very first mead. So I've been putting that one off for a very long time. I've had the honey for like months. But what I've been trying to find is the yeast. So I had to order the sweet mead yeast, the Y yeast one, special. It took a little bit longer than I expected to get it, but I finally got it. And just waiting for the holidays pass, find some time in order to do it, and I did it today. So let me go and show you a little bit of footage of that. Okay, so what I'm doing up is a mead. I've sourced up about 2,400 grams of this dark honey, dark flower honey that I get at a local supermarket. I had those soaking in water over here and gently heating it up to about 40 degrees in order to get it soft enough. And then I put it inside here, which had about a gallon of heated water, brought it up to about 40 degrees as well, and so that the honey would all mix up really, really nice. I got this 6 gallon carboy. I'm going to be putting it in. It's filled with star sand right now. I got to dump that out. And the yeast that we are going to be using is this guy right here. This is the Y Yeast 4184 Sweet Mead Yeast. I heard really good reviews about this one in Zymer G magazine a few months back, so I'm going to go ahead and give this one a whirl. You can see it's all puffed up. I cracked this yesterday, so that one's ready to go. Target gravity I'm going for is actually kind of low on the scale. I'm going for about a 1070, 1075, somewhere in there. And so let's go ahead and get this all mixed up and see where we end up. I'm only doing a 3-gallon batch, so it's just going to come up to about here today. And then I'll use this as primary, and then I've got a 3-gallon carboy that I'll use for the secondary over there. Alright, so here we go. Target OG was somewhere between 1070 and 1075. Looks like I got there. I'm right about 1073. The higher part of the meniscus is somewhere in between the 2 and the 4. Alright, well here it is in the better bottle. Got it just above the 3-gallon mark. And pitched this about three and a half hours ago. And I've already got a couple, got some pressure, positive pressure inside, starting to come out of it. So yeah, it's only been a couple hours. Nothing visual happening down there yet, but only signs on the airlock. So there you go. That's about it for this week. Got the fermenter. Went ahead and did my first mead, and that's it. Special shout out to them Desilets, of course. Okay, so I did have to interrupt this regularly scheduled broadcast to bring you this. Here is a BrewTubers calendar that was created by none other than our famous Tyler from Everyday Homebrew. And yeah, he put some effort into this, and I think it's really kind of cool. If we open it up, look at the back cover, you'll see pretty much everybody that's in here, starting off with Harry and Tom in January, and going through all the different months. August is, of course, SJ, but you know, it's great quality. The thing is freaking huge. So if you want to go ahead and get yourself a calendar, you know, if you want to, I'll put a link down in the more info section, or if I can squeeze it in, I'll put it right here at the bottom of this video. So go ahead and check it out. I don't think there's any proceeds, you know, associated with this. It's just something he threw together through the Christmas holidays, thinking about everybody, and put it out there. If you want to go ahead and grab it, grab it. I went ahead and grabbed one, so I'm going to go ahead and put it right up there, and yeah, be happy with it. And also, special shout out to Victor Brews. If you guys haven't heard about Victor Brews, go ahead and check him out. He's an old home brewer, been on the scene on YouTube for a very long time, but used to do some other types of videos, but now he's getting back into home brewing. SJ Poor himself is helping him build a brew rig, so really looking forward to that coming together and watching him brew his first beer. That's about it. I wish you guys a hell of a week and have a better weekend. Cheers.